Hi friends, in this lecture we will discuss about compounds. In previous lecture we have started this compound, that is second part of the topic, and in this we will discuss what is meant by compound. Okay, so let us see. The compound म्हणजे काय? संयुग. ओके, संयुग म्हणजे काय? जसं आपल्याला माहित आहे एलिमेंट म्हणजे काय? मूलद्रव्य. कंपाऊंड म्हणजे संयुग आणि मिक्सचर म्हणजे मिश्रण. ओके, त्या ठिकाणी पहा, द सबस्टन्स फॉर्म्ड बाय ए केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशन. द सबस्टन्स फॉर्म्ड द सबस्टन्स फॉर्म्ड formed by a chemical combination by a chemical by a chemical combination by a chemical combination of two or more elements is called as compound. Of two or more elements, two or more elements is called as a compound. Okay, तर या ठिकाणी पहा, कंपाऊंड म्हणजे काय? तर दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा अधिक, ठीक आहे, ज्यावेळेस एलिमेंट केमिकली कंबाईन होतात त्यावेळेस काय तयार होतं? कंपाऊंड. ओके, त्या ठिकाणी दोन प्रकारचं कॉम्बिनेशन होतात एलिमेंटचे. ठीक आहे, एक असेल फिजिकल कॉम्बिनेशन, दुसरा असेल केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशन. तर फिजिकल कॉम्बिनेशन ज्यावेळेस होतं त्यावेळेस एक नवा सबस्टन्स तयार होत नाही. ठीक आहे, परंतु ज्यावेळेस दोन किंवा दोनपेक्षा जास्त एलिमेंट्स केमिकली कंबाईन होतात त्यावेळेस एक न्यू सबस्टन्स फॉर्म होतो. ठीक आहे, आणि जो नवीन सबस्टन्स फॉर्म होतो, द न्यू सबस्टन्स इज हॅव्हिंग डिफरंट प्रॉपर्टीज दॅन द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द ओरिजिनल एलिमेंट्स. ओके, तर ओरिजिनल एलिमेंटच्या ज्या प्रॉपर्टीज असतील त्याच्यापेक्षा डिफरंट प्रॉपर्टीज असतील जो नवा सबस्टन्स फॉर्म होईल त्याच्या. ठीक आहे, त्यामुळं हे जे कंपाऊंड असतात ते कंपाऊंडच्या डिफरंट प्रॉपर्टीज असतात दॅन देअर एलिमेंट्स फ्रॉम विच दे आर फॉर्म्ड. ओके, सो या ठिकाणी एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, when two or more elements are chemically combined, are chemically combined, then the new substance is formed. Then the new substance is formed. New substance is formed. The properties of new substance, the properties म्हणजे काय? वैशिष्ट्ये. ठीक आहे, the properties of new substance are different than that of original elements from which this new substance that is compound. Okay, from which this new substance that is compound is formed. ओके, त्या गोष्टी लक्षात ठेवा, हे खूप महत्त्वाचे काही सेंटेन्सेस आहेत. ठीक आहे, ह्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला बघायचे, या ठिकाणी आपण पाहिली डेफिनेशन ऑफ द कंपाऊंड. ओके, The substance formed, the definition, remember this definition, the substance formed by a chemical combination of two or more elements, okay, of two or more elements is called as compound, okay. त्या ठिकाणी केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशनला खूप इम्पॉर्टन्स आहे. तर ते दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा जास्त एलिमेंट कसे होतात, केमिकली ज्यावेळेस कंबाईन होतात त्यावेळेस काय होतो, कंपाऊंड तयार होतो, ओके. व्हेन टू और मोर एलिमेंट्स आर केमिकली कंबाईन देन द न्यू सबस्टन्स इज फॉर्म्ड. आणि त्यावेळेस काय होतो, एक नवीन सबस्टन्स तयार होतो. आणि द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ न्यू सबस्टन्स, okay, the properties of new substance are different than that of original elements, okay, from which this new substance, that is compound, is formed. आणि हे जे कंपाऊंड तयार होतो त्या कंपाऊंडचे जे प्रॉपर्टीज असतात ते डिफरंट असतात ओरिजिनल एलिमेंट पेक्षा, ठीक आहे. दॅट्स वाय व्हेन वी टेक ए शुगर इन ए टेस्ट ट्यूब in previous lecture we have discussed this activity and heat it, okay, heat the test tube, observe what happens, what remains behind. तर आपण ज्यावेळेस शुगर घेतो टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये आणि त्या शुगरला आपण ज्यावेळेस हीट करतो त्यावेळेस त्या टेस्ट ट्यूब मध्ये काय शिल्लक राहील, ठीक आहे. तर हेच उत्तर आपण पाहिलं होतं मागच्या लेक्चर मध्ये, ठीक आहे. द आन्सर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज ब्लॅक substance is remain behind and that black substance is what, carbon, okay. तो काय असतो, कार्बन असतो. मीन्स फ्रॉम दॅट वी कॅन से दॅट sugar is made from carbon, okay, element, that is carbon. In previous lecture we have also discussed about chemical or molecular formula of the sugar, okay, that is C12H22O11, ठीक है. That is the chemical formula for sugar. First of all, write down these things, then we will discuss about different compounds, okay. Write down. Now let us see about sugar. So let us see sugar. The molecular formula for sugar is C12H22O11, ठीक आहे. तर याचा अर्थ काय, 1 molecule of sugar is formed by chemical combination of 12 12 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of carbon, okay, plus 22 atoms of hydrogen, 22 atoms of hydrogen, 22 atoms of hydrogen, plus 11 atoms of oxygen, 11 atoms of oxygen, okay. From that, one molecule of sugar is formed, okay. So sugar is made from these three elements, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, remember, okay. And by chemical combination of all these elements, okay, uh, there sugar is formed, one molecule of sugar is formed. Likewise, now we will discuss what does the name carbon dioxide imply. So there is a question, what what does the what does the name carbon dioxide imply? What does the name carbon dioxide imply? What does the name carbon dioxide imply? How many and which elements, how many how many and which how many and which elements how many and which elements in is this substance made of? Is this this substance made of? This substance made of? So let us see, friends. As we know that one of the constituent of air is carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide, how this substance is formed. Okay, let us see molecular formula for carbon dioxide. Molecular formula for carbon dioxide for carbon dioxide is, that is CO2. Okay, CO2. What this indicates? Okay, so this is a compound, carbon dioxide is a compound of carbon and oxygen, because these two elements are chemically combined here, okay, and from these two elements, these the molecule of this carbon dioxide is formed, okay. Here in carbon dioxide, or the carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide the carbon dioxide is made from is made from two elements, made from two elements, ओके. दोन एलिमेंट्स पासून बनलेला असेल ते, ठीक आहे. कार्बन डायऑक्साईडचा एक मॉलिक्यूल, ओके. that that are that are first one is carbon and second one is oxygen, okay. Oxygen in carbon dioxide, in carbon in carbon dioxide, di means what? 2. Di means 2. So here there are one atom of carbon, one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. Two atoms of oxygen, when they are chemically combined, Then this carbon dioxide, one molecule of carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, understand? Carbon dioxide. So write down these things, then we will discuss other things. Okay, write down. Now let us see. Always remember, before that, let us see first which of these are compounds, which are elements. So there is a question. Let us see that question. Question first. Which of these are compounds? Which of these are compounds? Are which of these are compounds? Compounds, and which are elements? Okay, which are elements? Which of these are compounds and which are elements? They have given water, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Water, water, oxygen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. So let us see, friends. Here, we should know molecular formula for each. Okay. Let us see molecular formula of water. Molecular formula for water is, as we know that water is H2O. What is the meaning of this? Okay, in one molecule of water, okay, one molecule of water, there are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Okay, so here when atoms, two atoms of hydrogen, two atoms of hydrogen, when chemically combined with oxygen, okay, then molecule of water is formed. Okay, so this is the chemical combination. Then for oxygen, oxygen for for oxygen we use symbol. Okay, oxygen, that is O2. Then carbon dioxide. For carbon dioxide, we use chemical formula or molecular formula. Molecular formula. We have discussed about carbon dioxide, okay, that is CO2. CO2 means two atoms of oxygen and one atom of carbon, okay. When they are chemically combined, one molecule of carbon dioxide is formed. One atom of carbon plus two atoms of oxygen, when they chemically combine with each other, one molecule of carbon dioxide is formed. So here compounds are, which are the compounds? So water is a compound, then carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also a compound, okay. But here you can uh, say element is oxygen, okay. Oxygen is not compound, this is the element oxygen, because in that only one uh, type of material or one type of element, okay. So element is oxygen, okay. Second question is, what is the smallest particle of the compound called? Okay, what is the second question? What is the smallest particle? What is the smallest? What is the smallest particle of compound? Smallest particle of compound called, ओके. तर जे कंपाऊंड असेल त्याचं जे सर्वात छोटंसं पार्टिकल असेल, ठीक आहे, त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो? द स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल ऑफ कंपाऊंड इज ए मॉलिक्यूल, ओके. मॉलिक्यूल, that is the molecule. Molecule, okay. Remember this thing, write down these things, the answers of these questions, then we will discuss other things about compounds. Now let us see always remember a substance is a compound only if its molecules are made up of atoms of different types. A substance, a substance, a substance is a compound only, is a compound, is a compound only if its molecules are, if its molecules, if its molecules are made made up of made up of atoms of different types, atoms of different types. So let us see what is the meaning of this sentence. Okay. So in compound is formed by chemical combination of different elements. Okay. So one molecule of compound, कोणत्याही सबस्टन्सला आपण कंपाऊंड कधी म्हणतो, ज्यावेळेस जे मॉलिक्युल्स कंपाऊंडचे ते कशापासून बनलेले असायला हवेत, डिफरंट एलिमेंटच्या ॲटम पासून. ठीक आहे, डिफरंट एलिमेंटच्या ॲटम्स पासून. जसं फॉर एक्झाम्पल वॉटर आहे, वॉटरचा मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला काय असतो, H2O. तर त्या वॉटरच्या एका मॉलिक्युलमध्ये हायड्रोजनचे ॲटम आणि ऑक्सिजनचे ॲटम असतात, म्हणजे डिफरंट एलिमेंटचे ॲटम असतात, आणि त्याच्यामुळं त्या ठिकाणी काय होतो, कंपाऊंड तयार होतो. ठीक आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल वॉटर, फॉर एक्झाम्पल वॉटर is a compound. Okay, water is a compound. Remember this thing, water is a compound. Okay, water is a compound. One molecule of water is made of one molecule one molecule of water one molecule of water is made of is made is made of two atoms of hydrogen, made of two atoms of hydrogen, two atoms of hydrogen, two atoms of hydrogen, two atoms of hydrogen, and one atom of oxygen, and one atom of ऑक्सिजन. ओके. तर त्यामुळे हे काय असेल, वॉटर हे कंपाऊंड आहे. ठीक आहे, राईट डाऊन दिस थिंग. Now let us see. There are two questions. Can you tell? Let us see those questions. ठीक है. Now let us see. As we know that water is a compound. Water is made from two elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Can you tell? Can you tell which element helps combustion? Which element helps combustion? As we know that combustion is a chemical process. Okay, that is burning process. Okay, because in combustion process new substance is formed. Okay. Second, does water helps combustion? Does water helps combustion? Does water helps combustion? Okay. So let us see answer of this questions. Okay. So hydrogen is a combustible substance, that is, it burns. Okay. So here let us see, hydrogen is a combustible hydrogen is a combustible combustible substance, that is it burns it burns that is it burns. Okay, so hydrogen is a combustible substance and it burns. Oxygen helps combustion. Okay, and oxygen helps combustion. Remember, without oxygen there is no combustion. Okay, oxygen helps combustion. Okay, helps combustion. Oxygen is necessary for combustion, for burning. Okay, so these are the two elements from which water is formed. One molecule of water is formed, but but here one interesting fact that but water which is formed by combination of hydrogen and oxygen, but but water formed hydrogen from hydrogen and oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen is used to extinguish a fire, is used to extinguish. तर आग विझवण्यासाठी आपण वॉटरचा उपयोग करतो. तर पहा किती इंटरेस्टिंग आहे. म्हणजे जे कंपाऊंड तयार होतो त्याच्या प्रॉपर्टीज ह्या वेगळ्या असतात ओरिजिनल एलिमेंट पेक्षा, यावरून आपल्याला लक्षात येईल. ठीक आहे. इन अदर वर्ड्स, आणि यामुळे आपण म्हणू शकतो इन अदर वर्ड्स the properties of a compound are different. The properties of a compound are different. The properties of a compound are different from those of constituent elements. From those of constituent elements. ओके, तर हे खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे सेंटेन्स. नेहमी लक्षात ठेवा की कंपाऊंडच्या जी प्रॉपर्टीज असतात त्या डिफरंट असतात दॅन ओरिजिनल एलिमेंट्स. ओके, त्यामुळेच आपण म्हणतो की कंपाऊंड ज्यावेळेस फॉर्म होतो त्यावेळेस काय होतो, नवीन सबस्टन्स तयार होतो. ठीक आहे, न्यू सबस्टन्स इज फॉर्म्ड. ओके, when we will discuss about mixture, what is the difference between compound and mixture, that we will discuss, and you should you will understand what is that exact difference between these two. Okay, so hope you understand all these things in very well manner. Okay, write down these things also. So friends, in this lecture we have discussed about compounds. Okay, different compounds. Okay, how they are formed, and we have studied about properties of compounds. Okay, and definition of the compound. Okay, so hope you understand all these things in very well manner. Okay, Now we stop here. In next lecture, we will discuss about uh, some things about compounds and then about mixture. Okay. So now we stop here. Keep studying. Thank you.